Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. In this video, I want us to have a look at a very interesting tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi concerning Jubilee's NDC due on Monday. But before we have a look at that, earlier today, there was a notice by Jubilee Party, Jubilee Mbele Pamoja, change of venue. Notice is hereby given that the venue of the Jubilee NDC has been moved to Ngong Race Course, Nairobi. All other details remain as per the notice published on the 29th April 2023. Yours faithfully, His Excellency, Honorable Uhuru Kenyatta, CGH Party Leader. That's a notice that was issued by Jubilee Party, and you are seeing it has been signed by Uhuru Kenyatta as the party leader of Jubilee Party. Yes, in this video, I want us to dig deep into this story in which I'll explain why William Ruto and his team are making a serious political blunder in trying to muzzle the opposition. Because it's very clear that Ruto's government blocked Uhuru Kenyatta's Jubilee Party from congregating at Bomas of Kenya, the initial venue. I'll explain why I believe that's a very big political blunder on the part of Ruto and his team. But before we do that, let's have a look at a tweet by Mutahi Ngunyi that's going to help in forming the basis of our analysis. Mutahi Ngunyi, dear Uhuru Kenyatta, any MP who promotes the agenda of another party is deemed to have resigned. Constitution and Political Parties Act enforce this constitutional mandate at the Jubilee Party NDC. If a dog bites, you bite it back. That will make news. That's Mutahi Ngunyi earlier on Saturday. And Mutahi is just trying to say, in other words, that Sabina Kanini Kega should be de-whipped. They should actually be even expelled from the party. They should be expelled from the party because they are promoting the agenda and policies of Kenya Kwanza. Just as I did state, I'll explain why I believe William Ruto is making a serious political blunder in trying to muzzle the opposition and in trying to silence any critical voice. Because looking at how William Ruto is playing his politics, Ruto does not want any critical voice. And William Ruto, from the way I've seen him, Ruto believes that in Kenya, if you can actually deal with the leaders, then you can just manage the ground very easily. And that's why Ruto is very keen on managing the political class. You are seeing is giving almost all politicians job, creating unnecessary positions to accommodate as many politicians as possible. In Azimio, we have seen is trying to raid Azimio strongholds by actually luring Azimio elected leaders into the government. So Ruto believes that if he gets these elected leaders, then the ground is irrelevant. That's what I'm seeing of William Samoei Ruto. Let me say this. It's a very big political blunder because Kenyans are really going through a very interesting point in our history. For the very first time, we are seeing a very insensitive government to the plight of the masses. Ruto's government came to power on a populist platform. Hustlers, dynasties. We are going to form a hustlers government. That's the basis, or that's the platform William Ruto used to ride to power. He used that to ride to power. And if you look at the world over, governments that have been elected on such platforms, they always become very irrelevant within a very short time. And I'm very sure that Ruto's government is not different in any way. Because in the under 8 months, we are seeing already Kenyans are fed up with this government. So Ruto should not assume that by managing Raila, managing Uhuru, managing the opposition, he is going to manage the people. That's a very false misconception. In fact, that's a notion that William Ruto should not actually think along that line. I'm seeing a very high possibility where as 2027 approaches or as time goes by, the people themselves, not even Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, or even the elected leaders, the people themselves will take their destiny into their own hands. It will no longer be about Raila, about Uhuru, or about the elected leaders. The way this government is dealing with the masses themselves will take to the streets to reject William Ruto's government. That's one thing William Ruto should and must be prepared to deal with. And I'm saying that because I've seen some individuals claiming that by Raila Odinga going silent, then William Ruto is gaining ground. That's false. Raila's silence is well calculated. If you look at Raila's silence, it's well calculated. Raila wants the people themselves to initiate the protests. Yes, Raila wants the people themselves to initiate the rebellion, after which Raila and his team will just join that rebellion. And that will make the rebellion even stronger, in that it will be seen as a people's driven rebellion. In fact, for the mass action Raila and his team have been calling, William Ruto and his team were trying to create an impression that it's Raila Odinga who has a problem with him as William Ruto. But by Raila Odinga taking a backseat, Raila is giving the people the chance to actually lead the rebellion, after which Raila Odinga will just give them the push. And I honestly believe, even if you look at the most successful revolutions across the world, is the people themselves who actually takes a lead role in those kinds of mass action or revolutions. So that is just a way to answer some individuals who have been saying that by Raila going silent, he's actually giving William Ruto the strength. No. Raila going silent, he is just giving the people that strength. The strength the strength that will make them take charge of the process. And now back to Jubilee's NDC on Monday. I believe that the NDC is important in that it's going to help in putting Jubilee House in order. Because as it is right now, you are seeing the kind of confusion being witnessed in Jubilee Party. Each and every person claiming he or she owns Jubilee Party. Jubilee's NDC schedule for Monday will actually put that to rest. And I believe that will be Kanini Kega, Sabina Chege's Waterloo moment. Let's meet in our next analysis. But in case you are watching us, but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give this video a like. If you want to support our forum, I've pinned my number on the comment section. Yes, make sure you support us here. And before I forget, Mutahi Ngunyi's insertion that Sabina Chege and Kanini Kega should be removed, I don't think that will be possible because of the nature of the institutions we have in Kenya. But the mere fact that maybe Jubilee Party can remove them through their NDC, that alone, in my honest opinion, is enough. Let's meet in our next analysis. Thank you.